Hi, this is my review of the National Geographic Kids Whale Tony US version. At just over 54 minutes in total length, the National Geographic Whale Tony features the same little kid voice as on the Astronaut Tony. To my ear, this is clearly an adult making a child voice. This child character is interacting with Dr. Sylvia Earle, an oceanographer. Dr. Earle is an elderly sounding female who initially sounds as though she's talking through gritted teeth, though she loosens up some as the subject matter moves into her area of expertise, whales. Unfortunately, I note that Dr. Earle sounds throughout as though she's perpetually short of breath, which is hard for me to listen to, though I need to note that I have some sensory processing issues, so take that with a grain of salt. Caregivers who do not ascribe to the theory of evolution should know that track 1 discusses, without using the word evolution, the theory that whales were once small land animals similar to wolves, and the narrator presents this as the truth rather than emphasizing that it's a theory. It's mentioned that it's a theory but not emphasized. As a companion to this theory, the age of the Earth is described as being over 50 million years. Overall, this Tony describes whales as mammals, the theory of evolution as the origin of whales, the division and some differences between toothed and baleen whales, along with some very basic anatomy, gives some cool facts about certain specific whales, discusses some of the various ocean habitats of whales and migration patterns, whale communication, diet, a small amount of information about baby whales, and steps that humans can take to help keep our oceans safe for whales. Because whales are so diverse and this Tony only discusses them in general, the subject matter is of a very light nature and perfect for that 5+ years age range that this Tony is aimed at. Keep listening for a more in-depth rundown of each track, and right now I'm going to give you a snippet so you can hear the narrator's voice.
Whoa, did you hear that? What do you think that was? That's right. It was the sound of water shooting out of a whale's blowhole. I'm here with my friend Dr. Sylvia Earle. She's an oceanographer. She knows everything there is to know about the ocean.
Now, that's very nice of you, but no one knows everything about the ocean. Hi, I'm Dr. Sylvia Earle. I'm an oceanographer, and I'm an explorer. I've been exploring the ocean and studying whales since I was a little girl.
Okay, then. Dr. Sylvia knows a lot about the ocean, because that's what oceanographers study. Today, I'm here with Dr. Sylvia on her boat, which is named the Queen of the Deep, to help her study my favorite animal, whales.
And we're glad you're here, too. Won't you come aboard?
So that's the two narrators' voices, the actual Dr. Sylvia Earle and then the child character who isn't named. Track 1, Wonderful Whales, is approximately 7 minutes in length. Dr. Earle defines the term mammals and gives a theory as to why some mammals live in the sea rather than on land. She narrates the theory of the origin of whales starting about 50 million years ago, when they might have looked like hairy, toothy wolves and begun to adapt to a marine life over the course of millions of years. Vocabulary words specifically discussed are mammal, cetacean, and marine. Track 2, Flip a Fin, approximately 11 minutes 47 seconds in length. This discusses the basic anatomy of whales and the division of them into two groups, toothed and baleen. Also gives information on the breathing patterns of whales along with their sleeping habits and the benefits of blubber to whales. Vocabulary words discussed are baleen, spouting, and blubber. Track 3, Meet the Whales, approximately 8 minutes 44 seconds in length. Dividing the whales into the toothed and baleen groups, this track discusses various cool whale facts for the following whales: sperm whale, beluga, narwhal, humpback, and blue whale. Track 4, Ocean Home, 4 minutes 55 seconds in length approximately. This track gives a very loose idea of whale habitat, as whales are found in seas all over the world. Discusses the warm water at the equator and the colder water at the poles. Using gray whales as an example, this track discusses whale migration, giving an idea of how fast these whales can travel and the cyclic nature of the migration pattern. Vocabulary words discussed here are equator and migration. Track 5, whale chatter, is approximately 5 minutes 18 seconds in length. This track describes various types of whale communication with an emphasis on echolocation. Describes how far light can travel into the depths of the sea and the need for a non-visual kind of communication versus that used by land animals. Vocabulary words here are echolocation. Track 6, on the menu, approximately 4 minutes 38 seconds in length, discusses the diet of toothed versus baleen whales, hunting versus bottom stirring or straining the krill near the surface, gives some specific examples of how certain whales hunt, and introduces the question of whether or not whales have predators. Track 7, baby whales, approximately 4 minutes 15 seconds in length, briefly discusses baby whales drinking milk, talks about the need for baby whales to build blubber in order to swim on their own, how nurturing whale mothers are, and the way family groups of whales will work together as a community to care for young calves. Vocabulary very briefly touched on cow, bull, and calf. Note that this track does not describe or discuss the live birth of whales. Track 8, caring for whales, approximately 4 minutes 56 seconds in length, describes the hunting of whales completely in the past tense, along with the explanation that whaling has been outlawed. Also describes chemical and noise pollution along with overfishing. Makes clear that humans are the causes of whale decline. Explains that some whales are making a comeback and doing well, while briefly mentioning that others are not doing so well. Gives ideas of how even a small person can make a difference by recycling, fighting pollution, and learning about whales. I note that this is a very upbeat way to introduce these subjects and perfect for the young age of our intended audience. I don't feel that this would overburden them. At the end of this track is a 3-question multiple choice quiz about whales, and note that our child co-narrator is portrayed as getting one of the questions wrong, which may help any children who also have a wrong answer or two to feel better. Thank you very much for listening this far, and if you find value, leave me a comment, drop a like on there, go ahead and share it. Let me know how I'm doing. Thank you so much.